All right, what's up, guys? In today's episode, we are going to talk about one of the best things that I have found to help keep me organized. And I can't even say that I found it because somebody else showed it to me, and then I showed it to other people, and then everyone liked it. So now I'm going to show you. But I forgot my coffee. This episode is about an app called Mindmeister. It's available online, and there's an app for it, definitely for iOS. I don't know about Android. And first and foremost, this isn't sponsored by them or anything. I only have like 2 subscribers. Who's going to sponsor me anyways? But if anyone sees this, I think it could be a really useful tool for anyone who needs help organizing their thoughts and ideas for short films, YouTube videos, commercials, anything that you're doing. This is a perfect tool to help you lay everything out and get everything nice and organized. So that opening sequence with the Keurig and the coffee and all that fun stuff, all that I had mapped out on my mind map. So I knew I was gonna set up on the kitchen island. I knew I was gonna use my Star Wars cup. I knew I was gonna use a Keurig, and then everything just kind of fills itself in as you go along. So it's nice to be able to use something like this just to help you put in those notes and those things, just to keep it like fresh in your mind and easily accessible. So some people like taking notes and writing out their thoughts and ideas in like a tangible notebook, and I just can't do it. I don't know about you guys, but when I write notes, I'll start like with one idea, and then another idea will come in, and I'm putting them all on the same page, and then I'm flipping a page, and then I'm, finishing up that thought, and then I'm going back to the other idea. And the way I take notes just isn't organized. So I constantly find myself like drawing arrows and this and that all over the place to try to keep my thoughts organized, when it still doesn't help me, because when I need to go back and refer to those notes, it's hard to find it. And that's my own fault because I suck at taking notes. So a buddy of mine showed me Mindmeister, and what I loved about it the most was how easy it was to take all my thoughts and ideas, organize them into a flow chart, so then that way I can see, okay, I have category 1, category 2, and these are the thoughts and ideas that I have on them, and then this is the thoughts that I have on the other ideas, and this is how I can execute them. The company I work for, Zazu Media, recently did a commercial for Zazu Salons, and it was about all the implementations that we are going to have with COVID-19 and what we're going to be doing to keep our staff and our clients safe. So with that, I was able to shot list out everything that I knew I would need. So based on everything that they implemented, I knew I would need shots with masks. I knew I would need shots with people washing hands, cleaning materials, shots with the staff, things like that. So I made a shot list per category of what I was gonna do, and then inside that is how many people I was gonna need per shot and who was gonna be doing what. And I was able to put that the shots were gonna be tight or wide or whatever. So it was just an ultimate thing that I could go back and refer to in order to get the shots right and get them done without having to worry about whether or not I missed anything. Mind maps have been able to help me start this YouTube channel. I've wanted to do one for a while. I just didn't know what I wanted to do as far as like execution, and I had all these ideas, and I was just never able to hold myself accountable, and I felt like this was able to do that for me. So I can, put my topics in on what I want to discuss per episode that I want to discuss, and then in there kind of lay out the flow of how I want it to be. I feel like if you just try to do things without like a shot list or a script or anything like that, it becomes really, really tedious, like a huge headache, and it's just something that I don't want to deal with. So being able to do this has actually helped me hold myself accountable to make sure that I'm checking things off the list for what I want to accomplish. Right now I'm in the process with my wife and a buddy of mine. We're writing a mini series called Rogue, and with that we're able to kind of jot down each category of like what we want for set and environment, what the characters were going to be, where like locations that we want to use where they are at, and then we were able to start like kind of dialing in like scenes for the episode. So we have like episode 1, this is what needs to happen in it, and then a very rough almost like screenplay idea of, okay, we have scene 1's going to do this, scene 2 is going to do this, scene 3 is going to do this, and it's like, great, we got everything that we need, move on to episode 2. And then we put those notes in the exact same way. So then when we start formulating our actual script for someone to actually write the screenplay, it's all there in the notes, and we can always go back and refer to things. The other thing that we did with it is we started a mood board. So we were able to put in our like photos of like color palettes for inspiration, different scenes from different movies and things that we like that really just hone in on the vibe that we're going for, so we can all have a visual representation right there on these graphs for us. So it's just been a really awesome tool to have. And the great thing about it is you can share it with anyone that you want, and they can also go through, if you're working on a project together, and they can add things to that list as well. So it's just a really good way to brainstorm ideas and to put things together, even if you have like a team of people, so that way everyone can stay on the same page the entire time. So I'm going to jump into it and give you guys a quick rundown on how this works. I'm no expert at Mindmeister, and I'm pretty sure that there's more that we could even do with it, but this has just been what I've been using it for, and I have found it to be the easiest way for me to do it.
All right, so it automatically logs me in, which I think is awesome. I don't have to do it because I forget passwords all the time. You can see I have some folders up here. I have some things that I haven't foldered, a rogue. So this is just a quick idea of rogue here. I don't want to show you guys too much because, you know, it's a secret. But yeah, so here we have, you know, settings and technology. We have setting environment, technology, male character, 2 rival tribes, this and that. And then we have episodes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Some of them have names, some of them don't. You know, right now we're in the process of writing the script out in screenplay for episodes 1 and 2. And as you can tell, episode 3 has a lot of ideas going on in here. So, you know, that'll be in the next process of writing for us. But this has been really cool to have my wife and my buddy Vince and our friend Adam be able to use this to visualize what we're doing, because we're building a pretty complex story. I mean, at least for us, it's complex for us. And then we can pop back out. And here we have a mood board. So, I mean, this was me just trying to show someone how to use it. So they put test in here just to make sure that they understood the functionality. But over here we have like our ideas of what we want our environments to look like, location. So, you know, we have notes under here as to where we can find these kind of places. So, you know, we have this like broken down building, and I put the note under here, maybe go back to Huntley factory, because there's a factory out there that's abandoned and all beat up and broken down and whatnot. So, but yeah, so mind maps, this is how I use them. And I feel like they are extremely useful.
So that's my breakdown of how I've been using mind maps. Again, it might not be for everyone. I found it to be really useful in the things that I do. Everyone that I've sent the mind map to for the project that we're working on they've really liked it, and they've ended up downloading the app for themselves. There is the free version where you can go ahead and just have one mind map at access at all times. So you can go through, design your mind map. When you're done with it, delete it, start a new one. I have so many ideas that run through my head at one time. So I liked the fact that I could just go ahead and create multiple mind maps and just complete those ideas and kind of just set them on the shelf and know that I won't forget about them. So I have the personal account, which is $5 a month. And I think $5 a month to go ahead and be able to organize so much of my thoughts and my ideas, and to be able to utilize it with clients for different jobs and whatnot. I think it's a really important and a really cool tool just to kind of help envision things. And the cool thing about it too is with working with clients, I love that you can send them a PDF of your mind maps. So let's say there's a shot list based on their requirements of what they need done in that commercial or music video, film, whatever it is. So when I was working on the project with Zazu, my boss had emailed me a list of all of their new safety protocols. So based on that list and examples of things that he showed me, I was able to shot list out everything from, okay, we're gonna do this with our hair department, we're adding this to our HVAC, we're adding this here, this there. I was able to go ahead and put in the shots that I would need, who I would need in those shots, and how many people I would need for the entire project. So he had a wide open view of everything that was required to go ahead and shoot this commercial. So we found it to be really useful, and it's something I will still keep continuing to use because I think it does add value to me offering someone a service, being able to kind of collaborate with them, so that way they can visually see what's going to happen and what's going to take place before the day of the shoot. So those are my thoughts and things that I wanted to say about mind maps, specifically Mindmeister. Again, this was not sponsored. It's just, I just really thought it was something neat to be able to share with anyone who might be interested in a new organizational tool, something that they can take on the go, that they don't need a pen and paper with. All you need is your phone, and that's it. So with that being said, I will catch you guys in the next video. See ya.